We want to begin with Angela. She's got the latest on this weather impact alert.
And we've added a day to that weather impact alert, Sunday into Monday, because we think this comes in a couple of waves. One Sunday and then the other one Sunday night into Monday with more snow and more wind. Lots to cover as we look ahead to the weekend. We're going to start with what everyone wants to know. How much snow at my house? This is our latest snowfall potential map. Potential is the key word here. There will be some changes. We get new data every 6 hours. And with the new data that came in today, we've adjusted this south just a bit. So look for some updates. But we do at this point expect a good part of central Indiana to be in that range of 4 to 7 inches of snow or more. What would change the placement of that 4 to 7 inch snow band? Well, if the track takes a shift north or south. What would lower the totals? Dry air and where the snow mixes with sleet or freezing rain. So there are still some question marks. Pretty confident in the when Sunday morning all the way through midday Monday. We're pretty confident that there will be some heavy snow around, some ice and sleet mixing south of I-70, snow and icy roads. What you need to do, allow extra travel time, have emergency supplies in your car if you are traveling, and follow the forecast closely. Here comes the leading edge of that snow early Sunday morning. I'm going to have the full timeline in the full forecast.
All right, Angela, we'll see you in a few minutes here. If you're planning to drive on Sunday, we want you to be prepared. Our Kaden Gavett joins us live here in downtown Indy to show us how snow plows will keep you safe on the roads this weekend. Hi, Karen.
Hey, Scott, roads are going to be the biggest concern with this potential winter storm coming our way. That's why INDOT and Indy DPW, they're starting preparations early, putting brine on the roadways as early as yesterday. And Indy DPW, their crews also out today. Of course, they want to make sure that they are prepared to keep these city streets safe. Now, Indy DPW salt domes, they are full of salt, and trucks are ready to hit the roads. All crews will be working 12-hour shifts starting tomorrow through Tuesday. Drivers, of course, encouraged to slow down and be cautious and give those snowplows room to do their jobs, clearing that snow off the roads. We spoke with Albany Hart with Indy DPW. She tells us that a full call out for crews starts tomorrow morning.
It's all hands on deck this weekend. It's all hands on deck for the next week. This is not going to be a quick snow fight. This will be a marathon.
And she uses that term marathon because of the expected cold snap that we're expecting into next week. Some nights single-digit temperatures. That's why they want to be on the roads, of course, keeping these roads safe. Now, INDOT and Indy DPW, they also mentioned Sunday's a big day because the Colts game is Sunday. So anyone going out to that game, driving downtown, of course, use caution, prepare ahead of time, and of course, just, be safe on the roads. Scott.
Yeah, that's great advice. Karen Campbell reporting live for us here in downtown Indy. Thanks so much. And you can see the location of the snow plows around Indiana here on this website. So to find this, just go to 511in.org. You can see these salt trucks in real time. Right now, the plows are mostly up in the northern half of Indiana getting ready for the winter storm. We'll put a link to this map on WTHR.com. And you can stay updated on this upcoming winter storm by downloading our WTHR weather app, which gives you the interactive radar, the hour-by-hour forecast, and the weather blog. It's a free download. You can get it right now in your phone's app store. Tonight at 6, we're following breaking news that we first brought you at 5. One man is dead, another is in critical condition following a shooting on the southwest side of Indianapolis. All of this happening around 4 this afternoon near Morris Street and Belmont Avenue. Tonight, IMPD is telling us when officers got to the scene this afternoon, they found the 2 victims and a car with bullet holes. So far, police haven't announced any arrests. Now, if you saw something or have any details about this shooting that can help detectives, call Crime Stoppers. You don't have to give your name. Phone numbers there on your screen, 317-262-TIPS. Tonight, the father of a 7-year-old boy and his girlfriend are now facing felonies in connection to the boy's death. Right now, both are sitting in the Marion County Jail with a $100,000 bond. Our Chase Howell has the new allegations tonight and also talked with the Marion County prosecutor to see if they could end up facing a murder charge.
It's been nearly 2 weeks since 7-year-old Kaden Gavett was found dead inside his Southside home. The boy's father, Kaden Gavett, and his girlfriend, Julia Sizemore, are accused of beating, starving, and locking him away in a bedroom. And according to court documents, in May 2024, Kaden weighed about 48 pounds. But by the time of his death, he weighed a mere 32 pounds.
What is alleged is unspeakable, and it hits you not as a prosecutor, but it hits you as a dad. I have a 7-year-old.
Ryan Mears is the Marion County prosecutor. He says the charges the two are facing now are nowhere near set in stone.
There's a number of pieces of information that are still out there. We still have not been able to really dig into the cell phones in a way that we want to. There's a number of search warrants out on social media accounts. And so, I think one of the things that I would caution everybody is when you look at this case, this is by no means the end of the investigation.
Also in the court documents, pages of witnesses who say they saw the abuse firsthand, some of which who say they called DCS and police to do a child welfare check. And while Mears deferred me to DCS to find out more about its investigation, this is what he said about the alleged welfare checks.
Were these concerns reported directly to healthcare providers? Were these concerns directly reported to DCS? And so one of the things that we're looking for is we are requesting and getting all of the medical records to be able to hopefully be in a position to see what was reported, who was it reported to, what was the timeline of those particular things.
Mears also says he's looking to see who else may have knew about the abuse and if they could be charged. If you recall, in April 2024, 5-year-old Kinsley Welty was found dead inside a double-wide on the city's southwest side. Her mother, along with her boyfriend, were charged in connection to her death. But it would be a few weeks later where Kinsley's grandmother would be charged with failure to make a report, among several other neglect charges. Reporting in Indianapolis, Chase Howell, 13 News.
Chase also contacted DCS today to see if there were any open cases regarding Kaden during his death. They declined to comment. Now, according to Mears, everyone here in our state is required to report suspected child abuse. Tonight at 6, we're getting our first look at the most recent report on child deaths. The Department of Child Services investigates the death of kids across our state and then determines if there was any wrongdoing. The most recent report from 2023 was released just this week. It said 56 of the 261 deaths that they investigated were from abuse or neglect. 15 of those deaths were right here in Marion County. Numbers for 2024 will be released at the end of this year. Tonight, IMPD is investigating a deadly shooting on the city's near north side. All of this unfolding around 4 this morning near 30th and Capitol. Authorities say 53-year-old Charles Arnold Jr. was shot just outside an abandoned building and later died at the scene. Police say one man was detained as a person of interest but eventually released. IMPD tells us they are still searching for the shooter. You're watching surveillance video of another homicide that took place last night. Police telling us that those rapid gunshots you heard stem from a triple shooting near Troy and Arlington. A 29-year-old man was killed, 2 others were injured, and tonight our Marion County reporter Lauren Kostick has the latest from detectives.
Metro Police believe some kind of gun sale was happening inside this home Thursday night when an altercation broke out, leading to shots fired and 3 people hurt.
But generally, they're pretty quiet on this corner. There really isn't a whole lot going on or anything.
That's until last night, when gunfire echoed through the Southeast Side neighborhood. Police say 3 people were shot inside this home on Capsula Lane. 1 died and 2 were hurt.
At this time, we believe one of the people in the house was trying to sell a gun. Either 1 or 2 people showed up. They got into an argument, and those people started fighting and gunfire erupted.
Right now, detectives are still working to determine who are the suspects and who are the victims. IMPD said multiple people were interviewed about this investigation and later released Thursday night. Detectives also seized several guns from the home as evidence. In Indianapolis, Lauren Kostick, 13 News.